There was a chance of rain this morning and it went north of us and we didn't get a thing. So, bummer. We really could use a shower now. And let's see, my poor thumb is very swollen and it really hurts right in here. It's that bee bite that I thought was no big deal sort of turned into a bigger deal. I guess I won't have to water too much this morning since I had the hose out over here yesterday. But I'll have to check on some stuff. Kitties are here and they're doing good. Normal morning kitties. That Carolina wren this morning was landing here and landing there. I swear he's upset that I haven't put the cat food out yet. He really needs to give the cat some space. It's one thing to come over and sneak morsels of food when it's hot and they're off sleeping, and it's a totally another thing to do it when they're like right here and also hungry. Silly bird. Hey guys. I believe everything that needs watered has been watered. I'll keep an eye on the perennial border this afternoon, and if it's not looking like rain and it looks like it's wilting, I'll go on that side again today. You gonna come see me? Hi. Hi. Good boy. Come here. Come on. Good boy.
So you may remember that I updated the Tesla ticket to ask a question. You know, they had in the estimate found 4 things: the 2 alerts, tire pressure, yeah baby, and air conditioner. And they ordered parts for the air conditioner, and they didn't really say anything about the 2 alerts. Just said remote diagnostic or something. I thought about it earlier last week, and then again Saturday morning Andy brought it up. So I updated the Tesla ticket and asked him, so you did see the first 2 alerts. That's the part I really am worried about. The air conditioning is good too, please fix that, but the battery isolation problem and the turtle mode, those are the 2 concerns I really need fixed. And so I updated this. So, and basically all they said is we've ordered some parts and we for the vehicle concerns, and he says once we examine the car in person, we'll order any other additional parts. So I guess before you think, but if you step back and think about it, this isolation thing, there's no guarantee that there's a part problem. This could be a wire rubbing. This could be a connector loose. There's a lot of different things this can be that aren't necessarily parts. In fact, as I said, I looked over that isolation checklist, and there's, just going from memory, there's 20 things on that list. Start with this one, then this one, then this, and there are a couple things where after you've do some check, you order this part. But you know, I kind of understand a little bit why they just can't go out and order a part. I was just hoping, based on other failures or this error code in prior wise, that they may have some data on it that this is typically the problem, but apparently that's not the case.
Okay. Yeah, I gave Don a look when he said that one thing. Is like,
she was gonna...
Well, it sounds to me like Marianne didn't run back across the hall and talk to Don about that customer problem before putting that answer in, and put in a cursory, polite response, but not a detailed, I really know. So, but that's just my take. That's just my take.
Well, look, you know, I'm not expecting to take the car up there and have it fixed that day.
Right.
Okay. So with the air conditioner, maybe if it was just the air conditioner, maybe I would have that level of expectation, because air conditioning stuff's pretty run-of-the-mill.
Or at least they would fix it the first time they worked on it, even if it sat there for 24 hours before they got to it.
Right.
Right. They might actually apply themselves for the morning or the afternoon and knock that out.
Right. But ignoring the air conditioner and going back to the battery isolation and the turtle mode concern, what would satisfy me, a customer, they end up keeping the car, and maybe they keep it 2-3 days, but when they give it back to me, it's fixed. What I don't want is them to keep it for a day, don't find anything, send it back home, or worse, say, oh, we think we found it, and we replace this fuse and send it back, and then of course I have the problem again, and then that means I get to schedule another 3-week cycle, and I'd rather them keep it and fix it versus, because we went through this with the camera issue, you can literally take 3 months to get your car
back and
fixed.
forth.
Back and forth.
Right. Well, at least it's a hard failure.
Right now
it's not intermittent.
Right. It's not gone away.
So as long as it's not intermittent, they'll have a better shot at it.
Right.
Those intermittent ones, you can't make it happen the day of their service thing or whatever. Those are harder to troubleshoot. So
that's right. The self-driving camera problem, the camera, about every time we self-drove up there, the camera cleared up. And it was, just worked against us.
Well, since there's a checklist, I would hope they would just start at the most likely and go from there, ruling them out until they came to the one that's causing the isolation error.
Well, they just start at the first one and go to the first one they find that's wrong and stop. And that's it. They replace that and then tell you to bring the car back. They don't go through the entire list, sweetheart. Because we used to do the same thing when we would put on engineering changes, right? You change wiring, we used to delete pins out of circuit boards and solder wires on. We used to do this kind of stuff when I was in hardware. And you'd have a net change of 15 different changes on a board, and we do them all, and then they tell you to run diagnostics. And we do that, and of course it would fail. And then the first step is go back and check all your changes, right? And so we'd go until we'd find the first change that we did incorrectly. And as soon as we fixed that, corrected that error, then we run diagnostics again. We never went through and checked it, because you never know when the last boo-boo you made, you cleared it up. So I would not expect them to go through 20 items and check 20 things.
Well, I guess I don't expect more than one item on that list to be wrong. So there's a good chance if they come to the first one, they're done. But Don and I, many a time, said, please put on this software update, PTF, maintenance. I think it probably fixes your problem. Like, I talked to the guy, and it's likely, but I can't give it to you in blood. I'm not going to, sign my life off on it. And then they'd put it on, and sometimes it would be, oh yeah, it's all working great now. And sometimes it'd be like, nope. And we'd have to go back to the drawing board. So we've almost begged on a few occasions, please put the maintenance on and let's see where we stand after the maintenance. I've done that. Don's done it.
Right. Well, we've had.
And we do get lucky.
Well, they sort of do, they always do that. The fix pack, they'll come up to fix pack X. You're at fix pack Y, and you need to go to fix pack X, and
it's your fault, Mr. Customer. You don't have on the required maintenance.
Yeah, but I mean, that's true.
Yeah, sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes.
Well, it's really a problem when I don't have enough coffee.
Well, let me hand Panther his coffee, and then I'll go fill up your cup.
Really
hand Panther his cat food, and I'll come fill your cup with coffee.
Or you can get my coffee, then go feed Panther.
Can't believe yesterday I said Johnny's going to open up his Christmas presents. I'm like, it's freaking 93 degrees out there, and I mentioned the word. It's all that Christmas in July crap. Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
I actually just finished reading a Christmas romance novel for my nighttime read. It just came up in the rotation, and I'm like, I'll forget about it at Christmas. Let me just read it now. Will you stop it? We're going to be walking in a few minutes.
Skip the coffee and let me go back and take my morning nap.
No. You're such a good boy, waiting so patiently. You are. Hi. Hey, bud. Hi. Hi. There's my gray girl. Good morning. Oh, I like seeing a 100% empty bowl first thing in the morning. That's good, sweetie. Good girl. Hi. You want it? Okay. There it is.
I think I see a rain cloud over there. Come on, let's go. We can catch up with the rain cloud.
Well, you know, right this particular minute, it's
You're
not
jinxing us.
horrible out here.
Don't go jinxing us.
It's 81. Well, I don't consider a rain shower to be a jinx at this point, not unless it's got hail in it or something.
It'll just the clouds apart, the sun will open, and it'll be stinking hot.
So there looks like heavy earth moving equipment through the woods over there, and Don and I drove through there over the weekend, and there's a house getting a huge brick. Like, what do they weigh, a couple 100 pounds a piece?
No, they're the big. They're probably as heavy as one OSHA will allow a guy to pick up. Was probably like 60 pounds.
Okay, well they look big. They're big. They're bigger than our retaining.
They're not solid. They're going to have cutouts in them.
Okay.
So they're not. They're heavy. They're just really as big as they can make them, and keep them weight where legally the guy can handle them.
Anyway, the house through the woods is getting a retaining wall. It's not a new home construction or something else. It's a large scale. The whole driveway is filled with pallets of stuff. Yeah. Well, that does look like a cloud. Please, I really want rain. I'll make Don run to the car and I'll wait in the baseball dugout. It's raining in Holly Springs and it's going to stay north. My radar reading says we're not going to get that. I didn't say it wasn't going to sprinkle, but all of the nice heavy rain is going north.
I don't want to be in the shade. It blocks the rain.
It's a little light rain. It feels really good. So it started raining and there's a couple kids still out in the flash pad, but almost all the families left. I'm like, well, first off, the moms can sit under the shelter, and second off, the kids, aren't they getting wet on the splash pad?
That's the whole goal.
And after looking at the radar, there's not going to be a lot more, like 5 or 10 more minutes. I don't get it. I don't get it, but you know, of course, I was always out on the splash pad with the kids. Well, one family has stayed and they're having fun on the splash pad. There's been 0 thunder or lightning. It's not a severe storm. It's not even really here. I think it's safe. I'd be out there. I'm out here, I mean. So Don and I each found a bag, and we each almost have a bag of trash filled. But finding the bag was convenient today. It's been a few days since we found a bag. I looked at Johnny's 3D print this morning. He switched back to the green quote-unquote stuff. I can't keep it straight. TPU, PLA, whatever it is. One of them is more rubbery, the green, and one of them is really strong, the black. And anyway, his overnight print seemed to go well. At least as best as I could tell. His opinion may vary. Don's got my bag and his bag, and we both took stuff out along the way, just things that were taking up a lot of space, preventing the little stuff from going in. But we're going to try to throw them over top here. This dumpster's open, and that should be doable. We walk the entire round the building, around over by the basketball, up and down the parking lot rows. Pick some stuff up out at Main Street along the sidewalk. Oh, we're wore out, and the rain has stopped, unfortunately. We appreciate the rain we got, but we want more rain. Yeah. And what we really want is for the sun not to come out from behind the clouds before we get to the car. Just give us, you know, 10 to 15 more minutes of
cloud cover.
Yeah, Don's really, turn around and walk backwards for a second. Don's really working on his glove collection.
My 3rd glove in a week.
And he takes...
I've learned stuff about gloves. This is an A4. This is a serious, has A4 level of cut protection. This is really difficult to cut.
Don's not, we laughed amongst ourselves that he'll never have to buy another pair of gloves if we keep on picking up trash.
Well, I found an A1 glove, which was, all of them were this rubber coated.
Right.
The A1 glove, but it was very thin. You could tell it was really light. Then I found an A2 glove, which is actually, I found the A2 glove first. I didn't think anything about it.
Then I found the A1 glove, and I said, well, what's this A1 and A2? And I read it, and it has cut protection. So today, my sweetie found me an A4 glove, so I'm assuming that I can take a cleave to it, and it won't cut through it.
I got bad news for you, though. Look at the fence.
What?
That was not there when we walked by the first time, I guarantee it. And we've gone to the bathroom and scrubbed our hands down, double scrubbed them. So we're, you know, really don't want to be picking up more trash now. Oh.
Glad to know that's a leak.
It is, really. Well, you should have moved it because we'll just get fooled again, but okay. Good.
Here's a piece of plastic. Will that help? Oh, that's a leak too.
Okay. We got faked out by the leaf. Well, I did. I won't say you did. You just listened to your wife and went over there.
Good boy.
Okay, this is the house with the pavers. And they got the, you know, front loader there. But I guess they spilled some stuff, so the guy is blowing. What in the world?
I brought you by to see the masonry
You couldn't
blocks,
see
but
anything.
You couldn't see nothing.
This is what you have for a keto afternoon snack.
Bacon.
And some other stuff.
Go get Mama. She ran that way. I didn't mean to scare you guys.
It is a spotted fawn.
I'm sorry. Go get Mama. It's all right.
I came over here to sprinkle some seeds. Open up these seed packets here. Really was not trying to mess with the deer. There goes the baby.
It's right. Mom's just over there. Mom's that way. Go. Hi.
I am the last of your worries, although I want you to be afraid of people, so. I'm waiting for her to run one more time.
Go get Mama.
There you go. Good. Good. Yeah, I told Don to hang it back at the end of the driveway, whether it works for FSD or not, because I want folks to be reminded to slow down when they come up the driveway. Exactly. We're headed to get the mail.
Beautiful.
Little walk.
Not bad at all out.
No, it's not bad.
It didn't get as hot today as they said.
It's quite reasonable out here right now. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's something less than 90.
And the humidity's not bad.
Right. Looks like we're not going to get any showers again, though.
He lost his mouth.
It was just sitting on the ground.
We'll
This
have to
is-
let it screw out a little bit.
This is why we use screws instead of nails, so that when the tree grows a little bit, we just let the screw out.
Yeah, just let the screw out and it comes out. These are those,
Donnie.
sorry, well, I'm left-handed here.
Okay.
I don't normally use one with my left hand.
All
But if I
right.
would have been up there with the right hand, I would have had to make a whole step up here.
All right.
Yeah, we're going to have to do them all.
You're just gonna,
Well, they've all about the same.
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, the tree does grow. Now, I don't know when I did this last, a couple, 3 years ago, I'm sure.
Yeah. The bark changes over time, and it's a good thing you had your drill. Uh-oh. That one's really in there. And we really don't want it to grow, quote unquote, into the tree, so. Thank you for fixing my face.
You're welcome.
Well, I don't know that the laser ship people are gonna abide by it, but the UPS and the FedEx guy are pretty careful. But anyway, it can't hurt to get them to at least think about it.
Right.
So the Brick Fairies out in California, literally that's the name of their store, finally mailed me my package today. But it's just a tracking number so far. It doesn't give me, but it's first class, so Friday at the latest maybe. But I'm just trying to say is I don't think I have any Legos in the mailbox today. Oh, it's just one something.
Probably a bill.
It's not Legos.
Not Legos.
Hi,
One,
Stripe.
2, 3.
4. Everybody but Panther, who's got enough sense not to come down with the rest of the crew.
Come on, Mart.
I'm perfectly comfortable right here, Mama.
He goes, no, I go where I want to go. Come on, Marty. Come on, Stripe.
Stripe's a good boy. He'll come. It's just everybody getting back past the Tux. Tux is not there in the middle of the driveway for no reason. Are you, buddy?
Hi. Hello. Huh?
It's meatball night made with crushed pork rinds instead of breadcrumbs. They're really yummy. I'll put sauce and cheese on top close to the end. The meatballs came out perfect.